Hey, everybody. This is your friendly neighborhood therapist, Alfonso. Hope that you all are having an amazing day on purpose already. You guys know I'm going to try to bring you some facts about relationship, marriage, counseling that I hope will help somebody along the way. But before I get into it, I would really appreciate it if you would do your friendly neighborhood therapist favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. That really helps me to get my content out to people that I think could really benefit from what I believe has been a divine assignment to help folk to live a better life. I want to talk about something today that I have to tell you. Uh, Honestly speaking, there are just times when I'm in my mode of doing marriage and family counseling, and I hear people say things that I just try not to laugh. And I promise you, you ask anybody else who does this for a living, they'll tell you, yeah, I understand what Alfonso is saying. There are just some times where people will say things that you just can't believe you're hearing what you're really hearing. One of those things is when I hear folk who have been married for 25, 30, 35 years, a relationship, because it's not as organically happy, as organically easy as it used to be, when they decided they want to try their hand at something else, and they say, Alfonso, I think that there's just something better out there, and I want to take my shot. As my daughter said earlier, YOLO, you only live once. If you think that there is something so mystically different out here in the dating world today that was than what it was when you first started dating, I hate to be the one to tell you, but you are living in a fool's paradise. Over the course of relationships, it has this thing that it does. It starts off with all good, all gravy. The food is good, the loving is good, the communication is good. You go out, you have a good time, but like somebody said, familiarity breeds contempt. It's not that that man or that woman is no longer good. It's that we've gotten to a place of complacency where we just stop trying. No, the loving isn't as good on tap anymore. No, the food isn't as good on tap anymore. Folk get older, our bodies change, our desires change. And there are times when we have to spice it up a little bit. But what's comical and comically sad is that there are folk out here who think that there's something better waiting for them. I try to tell folk, you think that because that man, that woman you're with is not paying as much attention to you, and you hear what your friends are saying, if guys, the fellas are telling you, man, there's something better out here, that your ladies, the hive is telling you, yeah, there's another better quality of man out here. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Let me explain something to you. Men and women who've been in the game for a little bit understand that you don't show up as who you really are. You send your representative to do the talking initially. And it's that representative, that representative is just so good at getting folk to think that, yeah, if you leave your man, you leave your woman, you and I, man, it's all gravy and whatever else. No, it ain't. There are folk out here who can care less about you leaving your husband, you leaving your wife, you leaving a relationship for years, because at the beginning, they honed in on your weakness. They honed in on your vulnerability. They honed in on the fact that you're tired, you feel overwhelmed. Guess what? There's a place that I live. I like to invite folk to come and visit every now and then. It's a place called Earth. And on Earth with Earthlings, we have to work at relationships. It ain't as easy on tap as it used to be. There are people who could care less about you leaving your family, losing your house, losing your job. Let me explain something to you. I have done this for so long. I have seen people lose everything. And they say, Mr. Lewis Alfonso, the what I got from it, the penis, the vagina, it was worth it. No, it wasn't. Because at some point, you're going to realize you sacrificed something that you had been building up over for years. You sacrificed something for temporary gratification. It's not worth it. If you're in a relationship with someone and you say, he doesn't listen to me, she doesn't respect me, she doesn't cook for me, he doesn't tell me how beautiful I am, he doesn't make me feel special. Okay, there's something else that you can do that's not as drastic a measure as junking the whole relationship, when there are things that you can do to work on that. The saddest things I see in relationship counseling is to see a man or a woman enamored by the new penis, the new vagina that they're tapping into. And all of a sudden, it's got you out here losing your mind. And you're going to get rid of your family because of that? No. If your husband ain't working in the bedroom as good as he used to, give him some Viagra for Christmas. If she ain't perked up or whatever like she used to, remind yourself that she is her age. If she's 60, 55 years old, her breasts ain't designed to perk up like that. Yet you want to go out and get somebody who's got a breast lift, a BBL, and just as out of it, I can't say what I want to say. They are just as out of touch with what a healthy relationship is. And let me explain something to you. When you leave your man, you leave your woman because somebody is giving you a little bit of hawk to, as you say, somebody's allowing you to break their back out. All you're doing is getting connected with somebody who's letting you know that when the next person comes along who can hawk to her a little better, who can break her back out a little better, she's out of there. He's out of there. Yet somebody has perpetuated this lie, and some folk have just bought into it lock, stock, and barrel that there is something so much better out here. And I'm telling you, I am putting my almost 30 years on the line to let you know that there is a great lie that's waiting for you. If that man, if that woman is not giving you what you need, what you were used to early on, go to therapy. Figure out some ways to reconnect. But please, for the love of everything that you hold sacred and holy, stop buying into this lie that it's better for you to take what you've built up over so many years and throw it out because you met somebody who can do something a little better than your current husband can, who can do something a little better than your current wife can. There's a famous story by a pastor, I won't say his name, even though he puts it out there quite often. He tells the story of how his wife started packing. And she said, "I'm leaving you." And he started packing. And she said, "Where are you going?" He said, "I'm going with you. Because if you're leaving, I'm right there with you." They've been married for so long. Beautiful family. Whatever the issues are, work on your relationships. And don't let other folk work on you and delude you into thinking that their representative that they sent is the real them. Hey, you all know what I absolutely love to say. You may not believe it, but I am so madly in love with you that I'm risking you not liking me for me telling you the truth. I don't apologize for what I say or how I say it. If it helps somebody, then I've done my divine assignment. God bless you.